Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Summerdale. You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Summerdale, and Stratford.
Hello everybody and welcome. What a night this could be. 2024 boys basketball. The 11-10 Sterling Knights taking on their arch rival Haddonfield Bulldogs at 22-1. I'm going to send it over to Connor Strauss and Dan Leakin for the pregame show.
Hello everyone and welcome to a special episode of Knights Game Day. I'm your host Connor Strauss, joined with your co-host Dan Leakin. Dan, how are you feeling about this game tonight?
And I mean, Sterling is the El Toro of high schools. I mean, they are really a roller coaster team, as we've seen throughout their season. They're 11-10, and these conductors leading the team, one of them being Julian Johnson, who averages 13-4. He's an all-around scorer, and he has 44 twos made and 53 points made. Sterling is on a 4-game win streak, and they're 6-1 in their last 7. And if Sterling wins tonight, they have a chance to boost their playoffs to a home game.
Yeah, and then you take a look at Haddonfield's side of the ball. They're 22-1 this season. Their last 3 wins, Haddon Township, West Thetford, and Paulsboro, so some recognizable opponents. Their only loss this season came from Central Regional. You want to look out for Patrick Ryan, 8 points a game, 8 rebounds a game. He is a force in the paint. You want to look out for him. Haddonfield was 21-0 to start this season out. They beat Sterling 67-39 in the first matchup. And one thing that you want to keep, Sterling has never gotten swept by Haddonfield under Coach Behringer, and we're not going to give our picks tonight. We're going to let the super fans pick for us tonight.
All right, super fans!
Yo! Super fans!
And I think Sterling's going to win, baby. Let's take it home!
I got the Knights tonight!
Thank you guys for that special presentation. Take a look at the 2023-2024 Colonial Liberty standings. Haddonfield leads the way at 22-1, followed by Sterling at 11-10. Haddon Heights at 14-8. Paulsboro 8-12. Haddon Township 5-18, and then West Thetford at the bottom at 6-15. Take a look at the compare the teams. Sterling 11-10, second in the Colonial Liberty. Offense averaging 53 points per game, defense allowing 55. Walt Garrison, the leading scorer, with 14 points per game, followed by Julian Johnson at 13 points, and then Zion Arnett and Travis Schmidt at 9 points per game each. Then you take a look at Haddonfield, 22-1 on the year, first in the Colonial Liberty. Offense averaging an astounding 70 points per game, defense allowing 39 points per game. Their leading scorer, Sam Narducci, at 18 points per game, followed by Phil McFillin at 11, Matthew Morris at 11 as well, and then Nate Rolfing at 10. And also something to note, Sam Narducci is not playing in this game tonight, so definitely going to have to look out to see how Haddonfield performs without him. Take a look at the game history. Haddonfield leads the series overall 33-13. Haddonfield last won against Sterling at home 67-39. Sterling's last win was in February of 2023, and these two teams have combined to win the last 10 division titles. So definitely two historic teams with a historic rivalry among them. Take a look at the Sterling starters. It's Zion Arnett, who averages 1.8 steals per game. Definitely cool to see. Julian Johnson, who has been astounding from beyond the arc tonight. Travis Schmidt, Jason Camardo, and Walt Garrison, your lone senior, rounding out the starting 5 for the Knights. And you take a look at the Haddonfield starters. It's Matt Morris, who had 20 points in the last game against Sterling. Then it's Phil McFillin, who averages about a steal and a half per game. Patrick Ryan, who was an all-state linebacker and was the leading tackler in the WJFL. Then it's Dyer Roddy, who has 1.7 steals per game. And then to round it out, it's Nate Rolfing, who averages 1.8 blocks per game. So definitely an all-around 5 for the Haddonfield Bulldogs here today. And we are going to be right back as we want to meet this Sterling team.
Travis Schmidt, forward, Laurel Springs, New Jersey.
Zion Arnett, guard, Somerdale, New Jersey.
Julian Johnson, guard, Somerdale, New Jersey.
Joshua Bush, forward, Magnolia, New Jersey.
Brandon Allison, guard, Laurel Springs, New Jersey.
Walt Garrison, wing, Woodbury.
Isaiah Berthea, guard, Stratford.
Jace Camardo, guard, Stratford.
Isaiah Benjamin, point guard, Magnolia.
Casey Koznaski, big guard, Stratford. Marquise Holloway, forward, Magnolia. Justice Gamble, guard, Stratford, New Jersey.
Jake Spiritoso, forward, Magnolia.
All right, so as we welcome you back, look at the keys to the game. It's to stop the transition, front the post, and to limit the turnovers. And guys, Haddonfield obviously coming in as the powerhouse of the Colonial Conference, and Sterling has a very big test ahead of them today.
Yeah, and I think the big 3 out of the keys to the game there is fronting the post. Nate Rolfing, a 6'7" center. Sterling going to have their hands full trying to guard him down low. See there right then, stopping the transition. That was what killed the Knights in that last game. Dan, you remember in that third quarter, Matthew Morris just kept finding his way to the corner and was left wide open in transition and limiting the turnovers. The turnovers led to those easy transition baskets. So if the Knights can really try and follow the keys to the game here today, we're going to have a good one on hand here at the Castle.
Yeah, for sure. This should be one fun game tonight. A historic rivalry happening here at the Castle. Obviously did not go Sterling's way when they were in Haddonfield, but looking for a different result this time here at the Castle. Glad you're with us here at the Castle. I'm Brian McLernan, joined by Jake Clark and Dan Leakin. I'll be joined by Connor Strauss later.
And one thing that's really going to help this Sterling team, I mean, Connor and I were just over there, and that fan section is loud. They are here, and they are ready to watch a Sterling basketball game. And this has been a big rivalry, as Brian said. And not only, it's bigger for Sterling this year because of Haddonfield's success. And they're not even the powerhouse of the Colonial. They're the powerhouse of South Jersey. So it's a big game for Sterling. And this has the opportunity to propel them to a home playoff game.
Yes, Sterling at home is looking to play spoiler against such a stacked Haddonfield team we saw at the beginning. 22-1 coming into this. They were the last undefeated team in South Jersey. That's right, even being undefeated longer than Camden. So these guys are really talented, and they're a very tough team. Sterling's going to have to bring their A game to win here today.
Well, we're going to take a look at a special presentation that'll be on the big boy board. Let's see what they have cooking up here at the Castle. So you take a look at the coaches on your screen. On your left, it's head coach Paul Wiedemann, and then on your right, it is head coach Justin Behringer. And guys, the environment here in this gym is nothing like we have seen this season.
Yeah, absolutely. Feels like a playoff-like atmosphere. We've been talking about that with the past couple home games. The games got a little more chippy, and what a better way to end the regular season than Sterling versus Haddonfield, a big rivalry matchup here in the Colonial Conference.
And guys, I had chills sitting here watching that video. Big credit to Ben Nicholas, who's behind the scenes for us right now, making that amazing pregame video for this historic rivalry.
We are ready to get underway here at the Castle. Sterling and Haddonfield. Let's see what we've got in store. Haddonfield will start with possession. Here's Morris, who will dish it out quickly. And here we go. Nice pass to the outside for McFillin. Drive inside, step back jumper, no good. Rebound by Walt Garrison. Sterling back the other way, and an easy foul called against McFillin. It'll be Julian Johnson to inbound for the Knights. Quick pass out to Camardo. Here's Johnson. Finds Garrison. Trying to set up a screen, couldn't do so. Garrison finds Johnson. Johnson on the outside. Long jumper, can't go. Rebound for Patrick Ryan.
And that's the kind of mismatch that you have to look for if you're Sterling. Catching Nate Rolfing outside of the paint and trying to be shifty around him on the perimeter is going to go well for the Knights.
A little bit of a tumble taken by Roddy. Now here's Morris. Nice dish out. 3-ball from the corner. Too strong. And Garrison comes up with it for Sterling.
And that's going to be huge for the Knights. Walter Garrison really going to have to go toe-to-toe with Nate Rolfing here today.
And a foul called on the hardwood.
And yes, Jake, I was just about to mention that. Sterling going with a different opponent for Rolfing. Last time we saw Travis Schmid go against him in the paint. Now Walter Garrison taking the big step up and going against the big man.
Quick inbound to Arnett, finds Schmid. Still scoreless here in this opening quarter. Underneath to Garrison. He looks, he's got Arnett. Haddonfield with some tight defense early. Arnett driving toward the basket. That one no good. Rolfing with the rebound.
When playing such a talented team like Haddonfield, all those shots are going to have to go in. Sterling got to bring their A game.
Mid-range shot good for Matthew Morris, so Haddonfield starts the scoring off.
Morris in the last game had 20 points for the Bulldogs. The Knights are going to have to keep him under wraps here today.
2-0 Dogs lead it. Here's Garrison, dish out to Arnett. Arnett looking for a lane, finds Schmid. Back out to Camardo. 2 minutes gone in this opening quarter. Camardo stripped away for a moment, gets it back, finds Arnett. Johnson on the outside. Johnson makes a move, drives inside the paint. That one good for Julian Johnson. Tied up at 2.
And as I mentioned on the pregame show, Julian Johnson can do it from anywhere. The three-point line, the mid-range, or the layup. He's so talented, a great defender as well. What a basket there from the junior.
And a traveling call against Phil McFillin. We'll take a look at the last basket here for the Knights.
This is just a strong drive by Julian Johnson. Fights through the contact and a nice job of sensing the rotation was coming over a little late there from Ryan. Attacked the cusp and got a basket in close.
Garrison, plenty of room. Garrison driving inside. Great pass to Camardo. Camardo driving and a foul.
This game, guys, is going to be super physical, and this is something we're going to have to see Walter Garrison do a lot. He's going to have to dish it out. He's got a tough matchup, as we mentioned. Nate Rolfing, 6'7", really going to lock down the paint for the Bulldogs, so Walter Garrison has his hands full and really has to look to be a facilitator today.
So Sterling to inbound. Out in the corner is Arnett. Dish to Schmid, back to Arnett. Johnson trying to orchestrate something. Finds Garrison underneath, back to Schmid. Schmid, nice pass to Johnson. Just over 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Game tied at 2. Arnett stripped away. Finds the hands of Camardo. Camardo with space, driving. Quick pass to Johnson on the floor, and it will go out of play. And it's going to be Sterling ball.
The Knights have to be careful here. Still really early in this game, but they can't move too fast. They got to take their time, force their shot, and get their basket.
So here is Camardo. Camardo, nice pass. Schmid finds Garrison. Quick dish out to Johnson. Great defense here by the Bulldogs. Stripped away. Taken away by Rolfing.
And again, when we looked at the keys to the game, they're going to have to limit the turnovers.
Another traveling call against the Bulldogs. So now here is Camardo for Sterling. He'll try and slow up the pace. Here's Camardo. Underneath to Garrison. Garrison driving, pump fakes, drives inside, can't go. Rebound for Roddy. So here is Morris. Morris, he wants a three. He's got one. And Morris gives the Bulldogs a 5-2 lead.
And that's Matthew Morris's bread and butter from beyond the arc. He's such a great talent from the outside. 47 made threes coming into this game.
Here's Johnson. Finds Camardo. Camardo, nice pass to Schmid. Schmid in the left wing. Now Johnson with it. Pass was tipped, but ends up in the arms of Arnett. Great ball movement by the Knights here early. Nice drive by Schmid. Schmid finds Arnett underneath, and it's good. End of the foul.
This is such a great play by Travis Schmid here. We're going to take another look at it. Watch as Schmid drives, spins inside, finds Arnett with a good cut off the ball, makes the shot go, has a chance for the three-point play.
Zion Arnett averages 9 points per game, 51% from the line. And he cashes in. So Haddonfield looking to answer. Nice pass to Ryan. Great ball movement here by the Dogs. A drive inside, basket can't go. Garrison with the rebound. Garrison driving. Step back jumper, no good. Juggled around, ends up in the hands of Schmid. Finds Arnett. And here's Johnson.
And I love the way the Knights are hitting the boards right now.
Step back three, can't go. Ends up in the hands of the Bulldogs. Driving inside is Ryan. Nice pass to Morris. Morris driving, mid-range jumper, no good. Haddonfield trying to keep it in play. Picked off by Schmid. Here's Arnett in stride. Nice pass to Borsch. Borsch wants a three. He's got it! Nothing but net for Josh Borsch.
And Borsch, a big man at 6'4", but he's a three-level scorer. Nice job of showing off the range from the big fella.
That one stolen away. Foul is called. Take a look at the last basket here for Josh Borsch.
And good physical defense gives them this turnover, and a great job from Zion Arnett just finding Josh Borsch. And Josh Borsch, as Jake said, three-level scorer, a really nice jump shot. And here's another look at it. Travis Schmid to Zion, to Borsch, and cashing it right in.
Great job for Borsch to get great open space. Now Haddonfield looking to respond. They trail by 3 with less than 2 minutes to go. Easy pass, and Nate Rolfing lays one in off the glass.
Rolfing's going to get his baskets with that 6'4" frame, averages around 10 points per game, and has 92 made two-pointers on the year, so he's a real dominant post force.
We'll make that 93. Now here's Garrison. Quick pass to Johnson. Sterling leads by 1. Borsch driving inside. Borsch step back jumper. It's good. Josh Borsch can do it all.
And Josh Borsch right now is just having fun. A big smile on his face after that basket.
And some high-level emotion going on near the Sterling bench. We'll take a look.
And it seems at the start of this game with the implication with the super fans and the team itself, it's just playing with so much more intensity right now than Haddonfield. This game means so much more to them than it seems right now to Haddonfield, and they're doing a really good job of building off that energy that the super fans are building.
I like the way the Knights are playing loose. They're playing like they got nothing to lose right now, and they're doing a great job of just playing loose, playing free, and having fun.
So that shot can't go, but a foul called. 10-7, your Knights lead it. 1:13 to go in the opening quarter. It's Patrick Ryan to shoot from the line. 50% from the free throw line, averaging 8 points per game. First shot is good for Ryan. Ryan with his second. It's good. Back to a 1-point game. Here's Camardo. Camardo driving, finds a lane, gets it and loses it, ends up in the hands of the Bulldogs. Here's Ryan. Ryan driving inside. Nice pass to Rolfing, and that one is good. Rolls around the rim, and the Dogs have a 1-point lead.
That's a nice job by Patrick Ryan, being unselfish there. Dumps it right off to Nate Rolfing, who converts.
Here's Johnson with it for Sterling. Camardo now. Quick pass to Borsch. Borsch looking. Finds Garrison. Motions to Camardo. 30 seconds here in the opening quarter. Garrison driving, trying to find a lane. Can't lay that one in. Nice rebound for Patrick Ryan. He'll slow it up. So about 13 seconds. We'll see what Haddonfield does here. Most likely open for a final shot. Great pass to Rolfing. Here's a 3-ball. Cannot go. And a big miss by Haddonfield to end this first quarter. The Bulldogs hold an 11-10 lead. And we'll take a look at one of the original McDonald's signs in all of U.S. and the only one existing in New Jersey. Back after this.
Yo, you should probably answer that. It's probably something like super important.
Do not answer that. 1 out of 4 teams send a text at least once every time they drive.
Well, it can't be that harmful, can it?
No, dude. 1.6 million car crashes are caused by distracted drivers each year. So when driving, remember, stay in the zone and kill the phone.
Kill that phone indeed. Haddonfield with an 11-10 lead over the Sterling Knights. And guys, what a fun first quarter that was to start it off.
Yeah, absolutely. The Knights did a good job of really keeping the Bulldogs in check and played tight defense. This one's been back and forth. You saw Haddonfield get a couple post baskets there to end that first quarter, but overall the Knights have really hung, and that reflects the scoreboard, only a 1-point Bulldog advantage.
And this group of people, I guess you could say revamped super fans, they came out with a different mentality this year, and they really wanted to back every single one of their teams, and that's exactly what they do, night in and night out. They're doing a great job tonight showing out, and guys, I'm getting hard of hearing because they are very loud over there.
Yeah, the barn is packed, Dan, and right now both sides of the gym are totally filled, and one is just entirely Sterling students. Great to see the Superfans revived and well this year, especially for a big game like this against the Bulldogs.
So here is Camardo for Sterling after inbounding right in front of us. Pass underneath to Schmid. Back to Camardo. Again, Knights trail by 1 here in the second quarter. Great pass to Arnett. Swatted away, but a foul.
And this is just what Jason Camardo does, the floor general for the Knights. We're going to take another look here at Haddonfield's last basket for Rolfing to end that first quarter.
First shot by Arnett is good, so that'll tie things up at 11.
And this was a player that Haddonfield didn't have the chance to go against last game. He was very sick. He was out with an illness, but now making a great impact at the start of this game.
Nice.
other than missing that Haddonfield game, has played in the rest of the night's games, all other 20 games.
Stolen away by Johnson. Nice pass underneath to Arnett. Floats it up. Too strong. Juggled around, and it goes out of play, and it's going to be Sterling ball.
This is a great job by the Knights at trapping. We're going to take another look at the shot there from Arnett that bounces out. That was good defense there from number 13, Mike Douglas, the 6'2 sophomore.
Johnson inbound. Long pass to Camardo. Quickly to Borsch. Borsch driving in. Here's Arnett at the top of the key. Nice underneath pass to Borsch. That one too strong.
And right now the Knights are really struggling down low in the post, missing a couple gimmies, but give Haddonfield credit where credit is due. They've done a good job defending in the low post.
Great play there by Camardo. Here's Arnett. Arnett driving, nice hop step. That one's good for Zion Arnett, and he's making his presence known.
Fancy footwork there for the 6-foot junior. Nice Euro step into the lane for the bucket.
Here's Morris. Morris wants a three. Morris has got one, and that'll tie things up at 14.
Just a really nice pull-up shot from Morris. Sterling wasn't ready to defend that, and I mean, he's just going to cash out on that every time. As Jake said earlier, that is his bread and butter, and you can't leave him open like that.
Julian Johnson for three. That one can't go. Rebound by Ryan. Dogs back on possession. Here's Ryan working against Arnett. Nice pass underneath to McFillin. Here's a three ball. That one off the mark. Rebound for Julian Johnson. Here's Schmid. Finds Camardo. Camardo on the outside. Nice movement. Finds Johnson.
And this game right here is very similar to the Haddonfield game that Dan and I were there for on the road, where Sterling was in it throughout the first half, but they need to play a full four-quarter game. Can't really let their foot off the gas at all against a talented team like this.
Here's Arnett underneath to Johnson. Johnson being vocal. Johnson, he'll drive inside himself. That one good for Julian Johnson.
Julian Johnson not afraid to go against the linebacker that we've been raving about. Julian Johnson shuts up that talk and does a really nice job of driving in and making a really nice bucket inside the paint.
Three at the top of the key, can't go. Offensive rebound, no good. Foul is called.
We're going to take a look at the last basket here from the Knights. Take a look at Johnson, drives inside on the linebacker and just not afraid to be great. Attacks the rim and is rewarded with 2 points.
Sterling doing a really good job on the offensive side of the ball, combating the physicality of Haddonfield with a lot of good patience and waiting for their shot.
So here's Zach Langen from the line. Gets that one to go. Langen averaging 4 points per game. Also averages 4.4 rebounds per game. And that one bouncing around, and it goes. So this game now tied at 16. Great back and forth first half so far.
And if you're Sterling, you got to be proud, especially Coach Behringer, really hanging in this one.
So that'll go out of play. So clock stopping at 5:03 to go in this first half. Just joining us, this game tied up at 16. Garrison to inbound, quickly to Borsch. Borsch sees an open look. He'll take the shot, and it's too strong. Off the glass, rebound for Haddonfield. Roddy with a quick pass to the outside. Back to Roddy. Finds Morris. Douglas, nice find in the corner. And that will go out of play. And it's going to be Sterling ball.
Well, this, again, is a great job by Sterling of running the trap in the corner. Take another look. They get Morris on the baseline. His foot touched the baseline first. You saw there on the replay. Nice job by Travis Schmid, using a bit of his lawyer skills there to lobby with the official.
Official with a bit of a dramatic call there. Took a sec to make the call, but we got our call.
Here's Schmidt on the outside, and a traveling call. So it'll be Langen to inbound it. Just kind of waiting here. And here we go. Langen will inbound it now for the Bulldogs.
And Sterling has to be really happy with the team. Haddonfield in their last game put up 73 points on a respectable Paulsboro opponent. So Sterling got to be happy to hold them at 16 at this point.
Nice second chance effort, and it's good for Zach Langen. A little over halfway through this second quarter. Bulldogs lead by 2. Here's Arnett. Nice pass to Camardo. Camardo on the outside. Gets a screen from Garrison. Camardo orchestrating the offense.
And right now the Knights have a mismatch in which Walter Garrison, who's 6'2", was being guarded by one of the Haddonfield guards. I believe it was Roddy, who's 5'11".
Johnson guarded tightly. Quick pass to Garrison. Garrison, nice pass on the outside. Arnett in the corner. Yes! 3-ball for Zion Arnett.
Couldn't play in the last game against the Bulldogs. He was sick, but making an impact here today at the Castle.
Bulldogs looking to respond. That one can't go. Tipped around into the hands of Borsch. Here's Borsch. Finds Johnson on the outside. Johnson with a nice spin move. Drives inside, stripped away. Still on the ground. Johnson comes up with it. Arnett in the corner. He'll drive. Johnson, Camardo, Borsch. Drives in. Shot no good and a foul.
And this is a great play out of the sophomore Josh Borsch. We see a lot of younger guys at the varsity level shy away from contact, but he uses his frame here, gets by Rolfing and gets contact. He'll go to the charity stripe for 2 now.
And I kind of want to call Josh Borsch Rolfing's kryptonite because of him being a 3-level scorer. He gets Rolfing out of his position in the paint, and he's doing a great job of making scoring opportunities for people like Julian Johnson and Aziah.
First shot a bit too strong for Josh Borsch. He's a 67% free throw shooter coming in.
Yeah, and I would say that Borsch has a guard bag as a big man, whereas Rolfing is more of your back to the basket, try and score at the rim. We're going to see how these two different play styles match up here today.
Second one can't go, so Borsch 0 for 2 from the charity stripe to start. Knights still lead by 1. Just over 2.5 to play.
And when we talk about this boys team, the free throws have killed them all year long.
That one good. Zach Langen having a great second quarter. 21-19, Bulldogs on top. Quick pass to Camardo. Camardo again guarded tightly. And it looks like a 5-second call that'll go against Camardo. We'll take a look at the 3 here for the Bulldogs.
Well, they're just giving Langen space. He missed the first 3-point attempt, but knocks down the second, and he's fired up. Let Walter Garrison know, come guard me out of the perimeter next time.
So now the Bulldogs with possession, up by 2. Nice pass inside to Rolfing, and a foul will go against Sterling.
Take another look. We get the foul on Schmid, and you see the push there against Rolfing. They're going to get that, his second foul of tonight's contest.
Rolfing finds Langen. Morris on the outside. Quick pass. Here's a 3 from the wing. Bouncing around. It can't go. Haddonfield gets it back. Here's a drive in. Floater. No good. Second chance. Yes. Nate Rolfing lays one in off the glass to make it a 4-point game.
And we talk about Rolfing all the time on this broadcast. He's a very dominant post player. You saw there 2 offensive rebounds and created points there for the Bulldogs.
Here's Tummings. Easy 5-2 Camardo. And we'll get a timeout here for the Knights.
Take a look at the last basket here from Rolfing. 4 shot up there from Morris. Nice job, just grabs it on the glass, and it's tough to box him out. Schmid in poor position there. Rolfing cleans that one up and gets it again, as Brian mentioned, for a second chance opportunity.
And you take a look, some new banners here in the new gym that were just installed a few days ago on the far side of us. Beautiful shot from our camera crew as the new banners here for some of the teams in the Colonial Conference. You see a ton of teams that we're familiar with. You see Haddonfield up there with their Bulldog sign. You see Sterling's logo up there, West Deptford, multiple teams up there. And you see that new scoreboard that PA announcer Rob Strauss designed earlier today. And it looks absolutely beautiful. You could see all the individual points for every player out there for both teams. And then it'll also give us a chance to update our stat sheets, guys.
And speaking of those individual points, we see that Zion has a big 10 in his column, and he's doing a great job of making his role, he's impacting this game so much. After missing the last game, which we've mentioned a few times, he's doing a great job of stepping up, taking drives to the basket, having a nice shot tonight, and he's doing a really good all-around job.
And right now, about 1:20 remaining in this first half. The Knights have to come out and stay locked in, as you see Zion Arnett there taking a breather right now. But again, guys, the Knights really have to do a good job of staying locked in, and they have to keep their foot on the gas. Haddonfield getting a sliver of momentum is all that they need to run away with this one.
So here is Camardo, finds Johnson on the outside. Johnson looks for a lane. He drives in. Nice pass to the outside. Camardo for three. Cannot go. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Three ball, Langen, it's good again. Zach Langen for three yet again.
And right now, Walter Garrison has to do a better job of stepping up on Langen. He's made that shot now a couple times. Got to respect him from the perimeter.
Langen gets the rebound after the missed shot from Garrison. Now Haddonfield out to a 7-point lead and have the ball. And that one's stolen away by Johnson. Johnson looking for some space. He'll drive inside. It's good, but yes, count the bucket.
This is a good job here by Julian Johnson, just driving inside. You see right there, it was, I believe, Mike Douglas trying to take the charge, just couldn't get the feet set. Nice shot by Johnson now with a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
And Julian Johnson, as I mentioned in the pregame, one of the biggest conductors of this crazy roller coaster season that the Knights have had, and he's doing a great job there, being really physical with a very physical Haddonfield team, and maybe attempted the three-point play.
And Johnson can't cash in. Rebound for Ryan. So about 20 seconds to go here in the half. Haddonfield with a 5-point lead.
And guys, I hate to beat a dead horse, but the free throw misses at the line for the Knights are really going to come back and bite them in this game. We've seen it happen all season long.
4 seconds, three ball from the corner. Yes, it's good. And that will do it for this first half. And Haddonfield coming in, and so far looking strong. They lead it 29-21.
Right here, this is what Matthew Morris did, and a nice job by sensing the missed rotation. Dyer Roddy averages about 5.8 assists. He's a guy that the Bulldogs and his teammates love playing with. We're going to take another look at it again. Tummings comes to double. Nice job to get it over to Morris. Late rotation there from Johnson, and he takes advantage of it.
And Morris letting the Superfans know as we're going to head to break here. Second half action coming up right after this.
Man, I really like talking to you.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What? Hit me. Why?
Because. Are you going to hit me or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
This is so stupid.
That's more like it.
I never said you could hit me.
What is that guy fighting?
What's your name? You never called. Tyler. Are you from Fight Club? Shh. You know the first one.
smell horrible. Everybody's gonna notice.
It's done.
All right, class, we're going to start with the... Dude, get out of here. Ugh. Ugh.
Stop right there, man. You smell like garbage. You're sticking up the whole school. The odor police is here now. Take this deodorant. Please, do us a favor and use it.
Have a good day working.
See here, I noticed there's a lot of seniors with you.
Oh, he's in my senior experience class.
What's senior experience?
Yeah, Justin, senior experience is a great opportunity for seniors to gain work experience during the school day while earning income in any career of their interest.
Wow, that sounds really cool. What jobs qualify for this?
Any non-hazardous jobs qualify. There are really two types of students that take senior experience. Those that want experience in a career that interests them and they are able to build their resume. Then there are those who want to gain workplace skills and earn as much money as possible while building skills for the future.
That sounds interesting. How can I sign up?
Then come see me anytime or go talk to your guidance counselor.
All right, thank you.
Hey you, yeah you. When you take your eyes off the road, the chances of you getting in an accident go up by 400%. For students, more than 3,000 teens die each year in accidents that involve texting and driving. So why are you on your phone in the first place? Your car is not a place to scroll, post, or share things with your friends. The person you're texting would probably rather have you stay alive. So when you're driving, stay in the zone and kill the phone.
Hey man, where you going?
Yo, what the heck, bro? What the heck? Yo, man, chill, chill. Yo, bro, chill.
You okay, dude?
Yeah, I'll be alright. I don't know why I did
Sorry for pushing you around, man. That was really messed up.
It's alright, bro. Just don't do it again.
I guess one time isn't gonna kill me.
It's totally safe. We do this all the time.
There's no way these drugs are laced, right?
Trust me, you're gonna be fine.
I just need to forget everything.
It'll be fun.
A lethal dose of fentanyl is just 4 grains of sand and can hide in any drug. So no matter what you and your friends think, what you can't see will kill you. Don't die to get high. Fentanyl is fatal. Get the whole truth at CamdenCounty.com/fentanyl.
Let me see that ID. Let me see that ID.
I guess I forgot it.
No entry.
Wait, no, come on!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Your Sterling Knights trail the Haddonfield Bulldogs 29-21 at the half. We're going to take a look at some of the leading scorers here. Zion Arnett leads the Knights with 10 points, Julian Johnson with 6, and Joshua Borsch with 5. Matthew Morris leading all scorers at the half with 11, Zach Langen with 10, and Nate Rolfing with 6. We're going to take a look at a Zion Arnett when he was able to do in that first half.
Yeah, we didn't see a Zion Arnett the last time the Knights played Haddonfield, but he's making his presence known in this game. Nice job to lay that one in for 2, and then you'll take a look right here. Big defensive play for the Knights, a great pass from Camardo underneath, and Arnett driving inside, using that fancy footwork to lay that one in. Then you'll take a look here, Julian Johnson with it, passes to Garrison, back out to Arnett, pumps and goes, and that 3 is good for Zion Arnett, and what a first half he's put on for the Knights.
And now on the other side of things, Matthew Morris has been electric from beyond the arc.
Yes, he has, Jake. He has been incredible. He has done what Haddonfield has asked him to do, able to cash in right there from mid-range. A great pass to the outside. Great ball movement overall by Haddonfield, and that 3 good for Matthew Morris. A big 3 right in front of the super fans. Great ball movement yet again for the Bulldogs. Another 3 cashed in from Matthew Morris, who has had one heck of a game tonight for the Bulldogs. Take a look one more time. That 3-ball good, a big 3 to end the first half.
And there's a Zion Arnett. Again, as Brian mentioned, couldn't play in the last game due to an illness. He's here and making his mark for the Knights over his 9-point-per-game average with 10 at the half. So we'll have to see how things play out there. And guys, it seemed like Haddonfield really took a little bit of the momentum as you see the banners there, the new banners on your screen. But Haddonfield took a little bit of momentum thanks to Matthew Morris.
Yeah, Matthew Morris really putting on a show for the Haddonfield Bulldogs. He's been incredible. And someone else I want to point out is Zach Langen. He really turned it on in that second quarter when he was able to check in, made a couple big 3s for the Bulldogs, and that's one of the reasons why they lead by 8.
Again, Matthew Morris leading all scorers at the half with 11. Thanks for tuning in with us here at Channel 19. I'm Jake Clark, now joined by Connor Strauss and still joined by Brian McClernand. We have a great second half of basketball about ready to get underway. The Bulldogs still leading this one, missing Sam Narducci, their leading points per game scorer with 18 points per game. So a tough loss for the Bulldogs, but they seem to be weathering the storm just fine, leading by 8 at the half.
Yeah, and watching that first half, the thing that I picked up on the most is how good Haddonfield is on their second chance efforts and how good they are at rebounding. And Sterling's really going to have to tighten up in the paint if they want to win this game.
Yeah, exactly. And when you look at Sterling offensively, they just cannot cash in from both the free throw line and some layups inside the paint. They've just had a couple too strong layups, and that's one of the reasons why they face this deficit right now.
Yeah, I think Rolfing really plays a presence. That 6'7" frame really deterring the Knights from scoring at the rim even when they're open.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs really tight up in their paint play. Sterling's really going to have to look and find the open man on the perimeter and try and get some 3s knocked down in the second half.
So the second half begins as Dair Roddy orchestrating the offense for the Bulldogs. He finds Ryan outside, tightly guarded by Arnett. Driving inside, shot is up and good, so the Phil McFillin there with a basket to begin. Now a 10-point game in favor of Haddonfield. Johnson driving, tries to answer back, shot doesn't go, but a foul.
Yeah, a 10-point lead for the Bulldogs, but this Knights team not new to adversity at all. They've had ups and downs all season, and don't count them out of this game yet.
So Johnson, 13 points per game, 61% from the charity stripe. Has been electric for the Knights all year. 48 made 2s, 50 made 3s. He's been held in check so far. 6 points at the half. And for Sterling, Coach Behringer has got to get him going, and another missed free throw, guys. And the second one doesn't go either, so Sterling is really struggling at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it's been one of their big weaknesses all night. That and the layups inside the paint have really been killing them. Realistically, this game should either be tied or in favor of Sterling right now.
Great pass inside to Rolfing with another basket. He's got 8 points here tonight. Garrison tightly guarded by Roddy. Garrison driving inside in the corner. Arnett thought about a 3, now takes it out to the wing. Johnson, pull-up jumper over Rolfing, rims out. Tough miss there for Julian Johnson.
Yeah, and he just cannot get his shots to go tonight so far.
McFillin cashes in from beyond the arc. We've got whistles and a timeout from Coach Behringer. And this is exactly like the game that happened on the road. Sterling trailed by 9 at the half, and then things got out of control in that third quarter.
Yeah, you take a look right there, a big three for Haddonfield, and Phil McFillin able to knock that one down, and Haddonfield starting to run away with this one. I mean, still plenty of basketball left to be played, but I mean, so far they are converting way too easily to start off this third quarter.
Yeah, and that's the one thing out of the half that Sterling couldn't let happen is Haddonfield get on a run to start the half. And good job by Haddonfield to make that adjustment and start the third quarter with a run.
And you can run over to find us on Twitter at SterlingTV19. Check out what's going on around the castle, Castle Connections, links to live streams, and much, much more. You can find it on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19.
Jake, you are indeed the Segway King.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I take great pride in just trying to move from one thing to the next. As we get back to basketball here, Julian Johnson bringing this one up for Sterling, looking at the pieces on the chessboard, finds Camardo. Bounce pass there to Arnett. Garrison outside, quick find into Schmid, will stay with Sterling. They'll say it went off Dyer Roddy.
It was a great pass inside to Schmid. It just couldn't get corralled yet again off the hands of Roddy.
Pass heaved there by Walter Garrison to Julian Johnson. Johnson spinning, driving, tough shot, rolls around, rims out. So the luck has not been on Julian Johnson's side here today.
Yeah, and Julian Johnson, who usually steps up around this time of the game, pretty tough start to the half for him. The shots aren't falling for him.
Another basket for McFillin. He's had a pretty solid third quarter to this point.
Yeah, he is McFillin up the scoreboard right now. He has been on fire here in this third quarter.
So here is Johnson. Finds Arnett. Sterling in a bit of a dry spell since coming out of the locker room at half. Arnett finds Schmid. Schmid guarded by Roddy. Back to Johnson. Garrison driving. Garrison swatted, but a foul. Patrick Ryan can't believe it and tries to plead his case. Too much contact that's left for the gridiron for the All-State linebacker.
Yeah, a lot of contact right there, and Ryan trying to plead his case. The ref was not having that. He was kind of shocked that Ryan had anything to say after that foul.
Garrison, a 63% free throw shooter, knocks down the first one. So Sterling just chipping away at this Haddonfield lead. Again, 14 points per game. That leads the Knights on average. Second one is nothing but net, so a nice job from the senior to be big at the charity stripe, especially when Sterling has struggled. Cross-court pass to Morris, down low to Rolfing. No one's there, and he lays that one up and in.
I mean, you could have 4 guys inside the paint, and he probably has a chance to lay it in. Nevertheless, I mean, Nate Rolfing using his strength and his big boy bod to cash that one in.
Here's a mismatch now. They find Arnett. Roddy doing a great job on the defensive end, averages 1.7 steals a game. And there's Johnson front iron.
Yeah, and a tough third quarter for Julian Johnson continues with another missed 3 there.
Morris slows things up. Way too much space for Matthew Morris, and he makes the Knights pay. Matthew Morris with 20 points in the last game against Sterling is hot. Had 11 at the half, now 14 points for the senior.
I mean, right now, it's just too easy for the Bulldogs. It pretty much looked like Walt Garrison let him have that 3. I mean, it's just the tale of 2 halves right now so far.
It was an 8-point game at the half, now a 20-point game. That shot was swatted by Nate Rolfing, averages 1.8 blocks a game, adding another tally to that total, but it's taken away by Camardo. In the corner, Arnett. Arnett for 3. Doesn't go. Morris racing down the court. McFillin in the corner. That's a long 2. He's heating up. Phil McFillin cashes that one in. And the Bulldogs are on a roll here at the Castle.
Yeah, and the Knights really can't get anything going right now. The Bulldogs are heating up, and Sterling took a timeout right out of the half. The half was a timeout for them to kind of readjust. Didn't work. They had to take another timeout. Didn't work, so now they're going to have to take another timeout.
Take a look one more time right there. The way too easy three for Matthew Morris. And guys, this is truly the tale of two halves right now. First, second quarter, both teams going a little bit back and forth, but right now, Haddonfield in a whole new ball game. They are just making bucket after bucket, and Phil McFillin sending a smooch to the crowd.
Yeah, the Bulldogs right now running away with this one like a track meet. One more look here. Morris racing up the court. McFillin lets it fly. Nothing but net. And Paul Wiedemann has to be happy with the adjustments that he's made and the things that he's seeing out on the floor. The Bulldogs running away with this one. Sterling has to make some adjustments to try and just claw back into this one. So here's Arnett, finds Johnson. To Camardo now. Johnson has that one batted around. We got whistles and a kickball violation, so another turnover there for the Knights. And guys, that was one of the keys to the game. Really had to take care of the ball, and Sterling has struggled to do that coming out of the half.
Yeah, something that makes Coach Behringer a little bit disappointed right now as his Knights seem to find themselves in a bit of a hole here.
Ryan working out on the perimeter, guarded by Garrison. Ryan drives inside, strength on that shot, but no good. So here's Camardo. Sterling looking to get out on the run. Arnett driving inside against Morris. Now a kick out, corralled by Garrison. Garrison, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, hits back iron, rebound Rolfing. We've got whistles and a foul. That one will go against Julian Tummins.
Yeah, and we've talked about this season how Sterling has struggled to play a full 4 quarters of basketball, and you're seeing it here. They were able to contain Haddonfield in the first half, making only an 8-point lead at halftime at home, and now Haddonfield's starting to run away with it.
Same story, different game, as the Knights only trailed by 9 when on the road at Haddonfield. And the thing to keep an eye out on is Travis Schmid being attended to by athletic trainer Sean Clank over on the sideline, as there's a strong basket there from Dyer Roddy, the senior, with a big bucket there. Camardo driving, takes that one up on Ryan, does not go, as we're now under the 3-minute mark, and the Knights really struggling in this third quarter. Shot no good, but a foul, so Rolfing will go to the charity stripe.
Yeah, and the Knights only 2 points this half. Both came at the free throw line, so the Knights really going to have to wake up on offense and defense if they want any chance of coming back.
So here's Rolfing, the 6'7" center, 10 points per game, 40% from the charity stripe. Knocks down the first one, and Coach Paul Wiedemann has to be really happy with the showing that the Bulldogs have put on in this third quarter. Rolfing leaves the second one short. Arnett, quick pass to Garrison. Whistles and a travel on Walter Garrison. Just got a little too ahead of himself there. Good news, Travis Schmid is back up and walking. Just think he needed the ankle taped. Roddy guarded by Tummings. Roddy, nice job to work. McFillin in the corner. McFillin for 3, rims out. Gets his own rebound, but it was punched there by Camardo, so it'll stay with Haddonfield.
Yeah, take a look right there. I mean, he's been making that 3 all night, so why not take that shot? That time it couldn't go, and Camardo just punching it out right there. Kind of a symbol of frustration here in this third quarter by the Knights.
Got a backcourt violation there on Patrick Ryan, so an unforced turnover from Haddonfield. And right now, Sterling needs any momentum that they can get. It's been all Bulldogs in this third quarter.
I think a bucket right here on this possession is at this point required for the Knights. If they don't get it right here, I have no idea how they could possibly get any sort of momentum back.
Arnett off a screen from Borsch, now finds Camardo. Camardo looking, here's Garrison. Miscommunication there between Garrison and Tummings. So another turnover for the Knights. Coach Behringer seeming to be very frustrated. And rightfully so. Coach Paul Wiedemann been very calm, cool, and collective as his boys have taken care of business in this third quarter. Roddy putting on a dribbling clinic right now against Tummings. Here's McFillin. Back to Roddy, but it's taken away there by Camardo. Whistles and a foul against Dyer Roddy.
And a Sterling team who averages 53 points a game held to 23 with a minute 50 left in this third quarter, excuse me. Haddonfield's press defense doing a phenomenal job all night, and Sterling doesn't have an answer for it.
Here's Camardo working against McFillin, gets by McFillin. Camardo thought about it, now out to Garrison. Garrison pull-up jumper is no good, but a foul there on Patrick Ryan.
Yeah, take a look right here. It's high contact. Camardo thought about it. Garrison took the shot, took a little bit of a slap in the face, and that'll send the 63% free throw shooter to the line.
Garrison has the only 2 points for the Knights this half, can't make it a third. So the Knights been struggling at the line all night. Garrison gets the second one to go, so he's 3 for 4 at the charity stripe in this quarter. Camardo guarding McFillin tightly. McFillin gets away from it. Floater doesn't go. Batted around. Rebound Patrick Ryan. Strong finish there for the senior.
Yeah, Patrick Ryan coming in averaging about 8 points per game and looking to go above that average with a great performance tonight.
Borsch dribble pull-up was no good. Rebound Garrison. Garrison driving inside. We've got whistles and a foul on the floor. So we're going to take a look at the rebound. It just ends up in the hands of Ryan and converts. So Garrison will go to the line as the Bulldogs are now in the bonus in this quarter. Garrison has all 3 points for the Knights in this quarter. Can't make it a fourth. And another missed gimme there for Sterling.
Yeah, I think the frustration is starting to get to their heads. I mean, what should be one of the easier parts of basketball, they can't seem to make here.
Nice job by Garrison to get a takeaway. Shot's good there by Walter Garrison. So the Knights finding a little bit of life, but is it too late?
Yeah, and we've talked about it all season, how Sterling has struggled at the free throw line. And in close games, which this was a close game, just at halftime, those free throws are huge, and you can see why free throws are so important right now.
Whistles and a foul on the floor is Rolfing being very physical down to the low post. They're going to get this one on Josh Borsch. Only Borsch's first as we get back to the action on the court. McFillin around the free throw line. Here's Morris. Led all scorers at the half with 11. Tightly guarded by Camardo. Back to McFillin. McFillin finds Langan. He had 2 threes in that first half. Taken away there by Tummings. Tummings out on the break. It's a 3-on-1. Tummings goes up with it and converts. Strong basket there from the junior, Julian Tummings. So even though Sterling down big, now whistles and a foul away from the ball. McFillin happy with the call. The Superfans are not. Let's take a look at Julian Tummings here.
A great drive to the basket by Julian Tummings, and that could be some sort of momentum booster here for the Knights. I mean, they still trail it by a boatload, but who knows what that could do if they can maybe try and ignite themselves as we're close to going to the fourth quarter.
Ryan to inbound after the foul by Camardo. Jason Camardo's second foul here today. The Knights bringing out the full court press, and that creates a turnover. 25 seconds remain. Here's Garrison. Garrison wide open Arnett for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound Rolfing. The Knights doubling Rolfing. Now they find Ryan. Here's Morris on the 2-on-1. Tipped by Arnett there. 10 seconds remain. Garrison slowing things up. He's guarded by Langan. Garrison pushing up the court. 5 seconds. Borsch thought about it. Now pull up off the jumper. Front iron there, and that's how this third quarter will end. As a long shot doesn't go. The Knights trail on the scoreboard big here after the third, but the Superfans are still loud. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action. Knights trail this one 51-29. We'll be right back.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. The Knights down big in this one, 51-29. They trail against the Haddonfield Bulldogs, and it was an absolute track meet. The Bulldogs ran away with this one in that third quarter, guys.
Yeah, it was very back and forth in that first half, but the third quarter was dominated by the Dogs. I mean, Sterling trying very hard to try and stay in it, but it's just the Haddonfield Bulldogs just kind of running away, and they've just been dominant in this third quarter.
So how's it going, everybody? I'm Jake Clark, joined by Connor Strauss. Dan Legan was on with us in the first half, and Brian McClernand, as we've got fourth quarter action about ready to get underway. The Knights trail 51-29 against the Haddonfield Bulldogs, who have had a tremendous season to this point, guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming in 21-1 on the year. I mean, Coach Paul Wiedemann's got to be proud of his boys. I mean, they have been fighters here all season long, and their skill playmakers have been showing it.
So we get back to the action on the hardwood. Here's Arnett, guarded by McFillin. Here's Johnson back to Arnett. Arnett looking tightly guarded by McFillin. Arnett had almost nowhere to go, now puts it on the floor. Nice job by Arnett to drive inside. That's his 12th point of the game. Here's Roddy. Roddy doing a great job of getting the ball up the court, beating the press. McFillin in the corner, another three. Doesn't get that one to go. Rebound, Langen. Langen, nice job on the boards. Averages 4.4 rebounds a game and cashes in with 2 points right there.
Yeah, Zach Langen, he's had an underrated game here tonight, especially in that second quarter. He was on fire, making a couple big threes, giving the Bulldogs some cushion.
Arnett jab steps, now drives inside, looking. Kick out, but it's taken away by the big man. Rolfing gets a steal.
Yeah,
So
and
here's
right now,
Morris.
sorry, Jake, as right now, Sterling has no answer to Haddonfield's height. They've tried doubling people, but that leaves another person open, and they've got shooters from the top to the bottom of their roster, so you can't really leave anyone open. Sterling has no answer for Haddonfield's height right now.
Matt Morris led all scorers at the half with 11. Averages 11 points per game. That shot goes down for the senior. 89% from the charity stripe.
Yeah, this is such a well-rounded roster here for Haddonfield. No wonder why they're one of the best teams in the state.
Second free throw is good. And you mentioned well-rounded. They're doing all this without their star player, Sam Narducci. Narducci in 19 games averaged 18 points per game. So they're doing this without Sam Narducci. Three up from Johnson, back iron. It has just not been his night tonight. Rebound, Morris. They'll get the ball to Roddy. Doing a great job of slowing things down when needed. In the corner, McFillin, another three. Does not go. Rebound, Johnson. Shot is up and good by Arnett. Another 2 points to his tally. He's been the one bright spot for Sterling.
Yeah, he has been terrific here tonight. Was not able to play in the last time these two teams met.
Nice takeaway there. Garrison tries to slam that one home. And I'm not sure what the thought process was there from Walter Garrison. Already down big, just trying to get back into it. But nevertheless, we've still got basketball going on as the Bulldogs are moving the ball around like it's contagious. Layup does not go there for Morris. Rebound, Borsch. Borsch with an outlet. That one way too high and sails over the head of Julian Johnson.
Yeah, and I think the thought process there from Garrison was to try and get the super fans back into the game.
But it's just been that kind of night tonight for the Knights. I don't really understand the thought process there from Garrison trying to slam it home. I mean, this game is much more important than trying to get the super fans involved.
Already down big, I guess could be the only reason you justify it. We got whistles and a foul there against Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, that and the Zach Wilson type throw to Julian Johnson that went into the hallway. I mean, it really has just been that night for Sterling.
Yeah, they're just trying anything to get back in this game. Here's Morris now driving against Arnett. Fade away is good. Boom, shakalaka for Matt Morris. Just been Matthew Morris's night tonight. As here's Johnson. Johnson Working against Rolfing, lays that one up, doesn't go, but a foul, so he'll get 2 chances here at the charity stripe, and Sterling has really struggled at the line all season, but particularly here tonight against Haddonfield.
Yeah, you take a look, that shot can't go and a foul, but yet, Jake, you said it right, have not been very good overall from the free throw line here tonight. I mean, good to see that one go, but overall, I think Sterling would probably have a couple more wins on the year if they were able to be more efficient from the charity stripe all season.
Second one does not go, and the big game that we looked at was the double overtime thriller against Audubon, where they really struggled at the line against the Green Wave. And a couple other games, I believe Gloucester came down to the wire. It was a 3 or 4 point game that they lost that one by. So just multiple instances with this Knights team this season. And unfortunately, their identity is negative as they can't make free throws when it counts the most. Langen now swings it over in the corner. Morris with another 3. Doesn't go. Back iron. Rebound, Roddy. Foul there on Garrison.
Yeah, and even rebounds outside of the paint, Sterling struggles to get to. It feels like Haddonfield always has a player there to get every rebound, and Sterling's really struggling with the rebounding tonight, and that's been a big factor.
You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19, all behind-the-scenes information of what's going on here at the Castle. You can find out whenever we upload on YouTube and live sporting events as well. Again, you can find that and more when you follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19.
Take a look at the new banners here in the new gym. Great job by, I believe it was the art department that put that together, so I'm going to guess that Miss Phillips spearheaded that one. So, if not, Miss Phillips is a tremendous art teacher here at the school. Take a look at the super fans. The student section is still packed, even with the lopsided score on the scoreboard in favor of Haddonfield. And that's just kind of the game that some of us expected when coming into this one. The Bulldogs 22-1 on the year. They're just tremendous, Brian.
Yeah, they have been electric all season. Again, a well-rounded squad, and right now playing without their biggest playmaker, and they still lead it by 23 points. So that just shows how good of a team they are.
So there's Zach Langen doing a great job off the bench. And when we talk about this Haddonfield team, it's not just the starters, it's also the reserves that have done a great job of stepping up here today. And they've done it without Sam Narducci. We keep saying that over and over and over again. But the senior Sam Narducci is truly a special basketball player. 18 points per game in 19 games played. I believe when Dan and I were looking over the stats, Haddonfield has 6 100-plus point scorers in this contest. Just shows you how good that they are and have been this season. So Roddy in the corner finds McFillin. McFillin looking, tightly guarded by Tummings. Gets it to Roddy. Tummings flying all over the place here on this defensive possession. McFillin in the corner, nice find there. Rolfing, he slams that one home. So Nate Rolfing up and over the Sterling defender. Garrison drives inside. He answers back, and the super fans are getting loud. But Rolfing with an impact play. Roddy doubled. Arnett tipped by Johnson. Johnson corrals it. So here is Johnson. That one a kickball violation. We're going to take a look at the slam here from Nate Rolfing.
I mean, that is unbelievable. Nate Rolfing slamming it home inside the paint as he is hoping to slam home a W for the Bulldogs.
And a charge there, so Julian Johnson with the offensive foul. That's his second now. We're going to take a look at the charge here. Nice job there from number 12, Dyer Roddy, to take the charge. It's just been all Haddonfield tonight, and another call that's going the Bulldogs' way. Sterling just can't catch a break.
Yeah, Haddonfield's such a disciplined group, and they're showing that tonight. Great ball movement all around, and they have been so dominant here at the Castle tonight.
Roddy can't go. Athletic layup doesn't go, but a foul, so Matthew Morris will go to the line. And when we take a look at a player like Dyer Roddy taking that charge, he doesn't really fill up the stat sheet in the scoring column, but what he does do is take one for the team on defense. Takes the charge there and gets his teammates involved. 5.8 assists. He's a real scrappy player and a great floor general for Haddonfield. Second free throw rims out there, and a couple of the Haddonfield players were waving the Superfans goodbye as this one is pretty much all wrapped up. The Bulldogs with a huge margin on the scoreboard. Last time these two met, it was a 67-39 win for Haddonfield on the road for the Knights. Arnett thought about a three, now kicks it to Johnson. Johnson working against Roddy. Loses his dribble in the hands of Camardo. Tummings in the corner, guarded by Lang, and Tummings looking, finds Garrison. Garrison with a pull-up three. Rolls in and out, and again, just not been Sterling's night. Rebound, Rolfing, whistles, and a jump ball. And did we just see a technical?
I think we saw a tech, yeah.
It's tough for us because the cheerleaders are up in front of us, but they're going to get Nate Rolfing with a technical foul. So we're going to take a look at the replay at what transpired underneath the rim.
And I think they got a double tech. I think Julian Johnson also got a tech.
I believe they're going to get the other technical on Tummings as he threw the ball at Rolfing. So Rolfing's going to check out. His night probably done. Great game out of the 6'7" center. Looks like Patrick Ryan will check back in.
You know, I honestly don't think many Haddonfield fans or many Haddonfield players are going to care, as Nate Rolfing has put on a show. And what a way to end his night with that dunk he had earlier.
Yeah. So Lang in the inbound, he finds Morris. Morris doubled in the corner, looking to just get rid of it. Now brings it up the court himself. Roddy in the corner to McFillin. McFillin from long range, he's got it. McFillin been on fire out of the half and waves the Superfans goodbye.
The shoulder shrug and the wave. I mean, why not? One heck of a night he's had.
Phil McFillin, a man of few words, just waves and does it all through gestures. Arnett, pull-up jumper, rims out, rebound. Matthew Morris. Morris looking, McFillin again. Another three for McFillin. That one doesn't go. Rebound Tummings. Tummings still in the game. He finds Johnson. Johnson can't get that one to go. And a lot of frustration. We're going to take a look here from Nate Rolfing. Subbed out of this game, but slam-a-ram-a ding-dong from the big fella. 6'7", using all that frame, and punishes the Sterling defense.
Good thing Wiggles isn't here. He probably would have redone his Honey, I'm Home call. I mean, that was just incredible. Right now, Haddonfield letting their scoring do the talking, as looks like the Knights will check in some players we usually don't get to see. Brandon Allison, Casey Kozaneski, Isaiah Benjamin out there.
So now under 2 minutes remain here as Tummings will bring the ball up. Roddy's still guarding him at half court. Allison with a screen. We've got an illegal screen on Brandon Allison. So now a big group substitution here for Haddonfield, as most of the starters' nights are done, and rightfully so. What a tremendous showing from the Haddonfield Bulldogs. They really took care of business here today on the road.
And they've been taking care of business all year long. They have been incredible, and pretty easy decision here for Coach Wiedemann to sub out most of his starters.
So Gavayan now to Feinstein. Feinstein shot front iron, rebound Borsch. And the encouraging thing about this Sterling team is they have a ton of underclassmen. Borsch, a sophomore, as he fires up a three, rims out. But Borsch is a sophomore, a ton of juniors, and they're really, the only rotation piece that they'll lose next year is Walter Garrison. Whereas Haddonfield is losing a ton of seniors. Feinstein's shot doesn't go. But the Bulldogs will lose their entire starting lineup and a good portion of their bench.
Yeah, a ton of depth to come back for the Knights next year.
bodies diving here. Layup is up and good for Chris Bean. So the Bulldogs keeping their foot on the gas. And a tremendous win, as we've mentioned. Really turned things around in that third quarter, guys.
Yeah, I mean, they just started to run away with it. They made it their dog pound here at the Castle tonight, as Sterling really just could not keep up with the Bulldogs once the third quarter got underway.
So the Bulldogs will be victorious by a large margin here at the Castle. We'll have a post-game show to follow with a couple of the victors and Coach Wiedemann, if we can get him, as there's another basket as Haddonfield running up the score yet again, and that is all she wrote here at the Castle. Haddonfield wins this one by a big margin, 67-38. We'll have a post-game show to follow after this. Not the outcome the Knights were looking for, and just not Sterling's night here tonight, as Coach Paul Wiedemann in his 25th season does something that no coach has done, is sweep Justin Behringer in the regular season. The Knights shake hands with the Bulldogs. A lot of these guys know each other very well. 67-38, the Knights lose this one to the Bulldogs. We'll have a post-game show to follow right after this.
Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being so kind. Have a great day, guys.
He's so nice! Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. You're trash! I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands. There it is! My God! Holy moly! No! It's beautiful.
Moral of the story, always be nice. Yeah, you guys want us to just skip class and mess around?
Wait, you haven't heard the rumors about the hallway predator?
Those things are just made up. Teachers just want to scare us to go back to class.
All right, bro.
Yeah. I told you guys it's not real.
Yo, he's not even scared. Who even is this dude?
Don't linger in the hallways.
Go up to him and call him dumb and useless. Bet, I will. Yeah, you better. Hey man, do you need help opening your locker?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
No problem. Nice shoes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Hey man, are you okay? No man, this dude keeps bullying me.
Here, try this out.
What is it?
This is stop it. You can report people that bully you.
Thank you, man.
It's getting late. I should really go to bed.
Girl, what are you worried about? Come on, it won't hurt if you stay up another hour.
You know what? You're right. It couldn't hurt to stay up for another hour or so. What? It's already 1 a.m.? I didn't even realize it was so late. I'm telling her I'm going to bed. Oh my god, it's 7 a.m. Oh my god, help! Ugh. Mom, I'm running late. Don't forget to pick up the kids later. All right, I gotta go. Have a good day.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Haddonfield gets it done 67-38. I want to send it over to Jake Clark for the postgame show.
Matthew Morris. Matthew, great game today. You really set the tone offensively with 11 points at the half. What was going right off the opening tip?
You know, we knew Sterling was going to come out hot, so I just had to stay locked in and trust my teammates, trust me, and yeah.
And you guys got a little bit of momentum at the end of that second quarter going into the half, and you hit the three right at the buzzer. What was going through your head on that play?
Well, I knew we needed that three. Sterling was coming back at the end, and I just locked in and hit a shot.
And then a massive win for you guys. First time you guys have ever swept Coach Justin Behringer. What does that mean for this Haddonfield Bulldog basketball program?
Feels good, especially the last few years. They've had our name, so it feels good to come in here and get a big win.
Thank you, Matthew. Great game tonight. Now we're going to be joined here by Phil McFillin. Phil, you did a great job really coming out of the half, setting the tone for the Bulldogs, and you guys ran away with that one in that third quarter. What was going right for you right out of the locker room?
I mean, I had 2 fouls in the first half, so couldn't play much, and then it just got hot. I mean, I had nothing else to say. Thank my teammates for getting me the ball.
Yeah, absolutely, and you did a good job of really finding that corner. Is that your hot spot usually?
For sure. I mean, every game, just find the corner, just from the 2 spot, just knock them down.
And then the first time that you guys have been able to sweep head coach Justin Behringer, what does that mean for you guys as a program?
I mean, it's great. I mean, they've had our number in the past, but great to get it done today.
Well, thank you, Phil. Tremendous game here today.
Thank you very much.
Now joined by Nate Rolfing, all 6'7" of them. You did a great job down in the low post, drew multiple bodies and scored through double teams. Talk about your approach to try and score down on the low block.
I just seal my man, and you know, I'm lucky I have good teammates that can find me when I'm open, and just try and do the best with what I got.
And then you also do a good job of when double, being able to kick it out to guys like Matt and Phil. Talk about what their performance and how it made your job easier here tonight.
I mean, I can't really even say enough about those guys. I mean, they hit almost every shot I feel like I passed to them. They're insane. I've been playing with them for a while, so like I feel like I just got the chemistry with my team where I can make those passes, and like we have trust in each other for me to find them too.
Yeah, a lot of team chemistry, and then you were really showing out the highlight reel with the dunk. Talk about what was going through your head when you tried to make that highlight play.
I was just like, you know, I don't really know what went through my head. I just got the ball. I was like, all right, I'm dunking this. You know, I got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, definitely showed out here today. Thanks for coming on with us, Nate. Great game today.
Thank you.
Now we're going to be joined here by head coach Paul Wiedemann. Coach Wiedemann, congrats on the win. You guys were kind of tied up with Sterling in that first half, and a nice job out in the third quarter. What was the message in the locker room to get the guys going?
Well, we said we got to get our transition game going. We got to get faster on rebounds and kick it out quickly before they can set up in their defense. Stop fouling. See if we can contain guys without fouling, and then get the ball inside of our big guys.
And you guys were able to do that. And talk about this team, 23-1, has so many different options to score, even with a guy like Sam Narducci being out.
No, we can go, you know, very multifaceted. We have three-point shooting. We have the small guards. Obviously, we have our 2 bigs inside. So if the outside game's not working, pound the ball inside, and then vice versa. Kick the ball out in transition. We're very fast. And McFillin had, I think, 10 points in that third quarter quickly. It's hard to keep up with that. Like when teams start hitting threes, the other team kind of gets a little frustrated, and then they start playing out their game. They start going a little bit one-on-one.
And then not only did you guys really kill it on the offensive end, defensively you frustrated Sterling in that third quarter, held them to just 4 points to the last minute. What was going right for you guys defensively at the beginning of that second half?
Well, I think they started taking some quick shots, as I said. As we're starting hitting some shots in a row, it's kind of snowballs. So I think sometimes you get a little frustrated and say, hey, you know what, we got to keep up with them. So I think they started taking some shots. They probably forced a couple shots maybe.
And then last question for you, Coach. 23-1, as we mentioned. What is the end goal? Obviously, Camden in Group 2, but you guys are probably going to be toe-to-toe with them. Is that what you're expecting to be the championship?
Middle Township. It's pretty good. And we're on their side of the bracket. So I think we have to play down there, too. Well, we have to win our first 2 games. Don't get me wrong. We don't look ahead, but Group 2 is loaded. The 2 best teams in South Jersey are Camden and Middle Township. So we're not the team that say, oh, it's going to be you and Camden. Can't look ahead like that.
Great mindset to have. Congrats on the win here tonight, Coach. Now going to send it over to Brian McClernand and Dan Leakin in the booth. Guys?
Yeah, you guys do a great job here. Thank you.
Thank you, Jake. Our next TV game will be a date to be dated, and you take a look at playoff games it'll be the home team determining. Sterling still waiting to see who they will play. That'll be live on Channel 19 as well as YouTube.com/SterlingTV19. But, guys, that is going to do it here at the Castle. Haddonfield does get the win. But, guys, what a fun regular season this has been. Still waiting for playoffs to be fully decided. We'll have that for you very shortly. But that's going to do it here at the Castle. I'm Brian McLernan. Thanks to Jake Clark, Dan Leakin, and Connor Strauss for joining me here in the broadcast booth. Guys, what a fun season this has been. I would not want to do it with any other different people than you guys. And, yep, that's going to do it here at the Castle. I'm Brian McLernan saying so long. And as always,
go Knights.